So in the middle we have head coach Jared Von Rosenberg. To his right, on the left, is senior Willie Brooks. On the right, Austin Grandstaff. Coach, we'll start off with you. Just your opening statement, your thoughts on the game.
Oh, well, you try to talk about it leading up to in preparation. But, it's hard. You play them early in the season, and you're able to get the best of them, but you're on your home floor. They've got some guys out. It's just a totally different team from December 6th, I think it was, or 8th, till now. And, I want to give Dr. Flickner, his staff, and his players a lot of credit. I mean, they had us on the ropes multiple times. They gave us all that we could handle. And that's a good basketball team, well coached. And, you like to say you want to deserve victory, and they deserved it by the way they played. And we were able to just find a way. Obviously these two guys, Carson hits a huge shot there at the end. When I went in the locker room, it's March basketball. Everyone's winning or going home, no matter how good your season was up to this point. And we had some different lineups. We sat guys the entire second half. They're used to being in the rotation, but the group stayed together. When guys were in, they were engaged, and we never quit. I credit that to the senior leadership, and then a lot of the guys just being bought into what we're trying to do. And we always talk about it, finding a way to win by 1 or 50. It doesn't really matter. You just got to find a way to win, and that was so true tonight to form of just finding a way, hitting a big shot, getting stops, making just one more play than they did, and that's ended up being the difference in the game tonight.
Coach, Zach Lord, I know they're known for hitting the three-pointers, but Zach Lord has been a double-double machine the last few games. You guys held him to 3 points and 2 rebounds. He had some foul trouble. Was that one of your guys' focus coming in?
Well, we just try, we're a little undersized, I guess, at positions. People say that, but, we try to keep the ball out of the post. We try to keep the ball out of the paint in general, off the drive or the pass, which includes post touches. And then we don't want shots at the rim, so we come over hard. And we double guys like that when they get in those certain areas on the floor. And that made it tough. He might not have some assists on here. I think he has 2 assists, but I thought he did a really nice job, especially in the first half, getting the ball out of the double teams. They make one more pass and they get an open 3. That's how they hit 15 threes. So they played inside and out, and he's a big part of that because you have to have a lot of attention on him because if he catches deep in the post, he's a lot to handle. So it was good to get him in foul trouble, and I think it was kind of a chess game. On both sides is when he's in the game, we're trying to sprint out and put him in ball screen situations, and conversely, they're trying to throw him in the post and really collapse our defense. So, stats sometimes we were worried about him just like we are, all good post players we play, and getting him in foul trouble sure helped us tonight.
You guys got off to a slow start tonight, and that's kind of been a weakness from the Lone Star Conference tournament in part of the year on into now. Tomorrow night against West Texas, that builds you in the championship game. Really, what kind of a focus, or is there anything that you might be able to do to avoid that slow start?
I'd obviously not. I don't want to sit here and say we've got to do better to start the game. But basketball is at the end of the day it's a game of runs, and no matter how big a run, the other team that we play is gonna go on some type of run. Can we minimize the effect of that run, no matter when it happens in the 40 minutes? Can we make an 8-0 run, stop at 8, and not go to 13, 15 to 2, something like that? And that's the biggest focus if we're starting to look ahead against West Texas. Is they're gonna go and run in this gym, they're gonna hit shots, but can we minimize and can we stop the damage by executing on both sides of the ball, getting a good shot on offense, and being able to get a stop on defense when we need it?
This is for Willie and Austin. What challenges did DBU give you guys both on the offensive and defensive ends tonight?
They really was just spreading us out, and they was being aggressive, and then they was just hitting tough threes, and they was kicking to the post. Like you said, he was making a good pass out of the double team, and when we made a mistake, they definitely made us pay.
I agree with that. They hit a lot of tough threes. And defensively, I think they're getting the passing lanes pretty well. And it's hard to kind of get shots off, but definitely they have some elite shooters on their team.
Willie, they really seemed to challenge you tonight, trying to keep you out of the lane, keep you outside, but then the times you hit outside, it kind of, I mean, you still put up 21. Talk about your performance tonight.
I just want to give credit to my teammates because they was looking for me. When I missed a shot, they took me, kept shooting. And when I took some tough shots, they kept me going. So I just want to give credit to my teammates. Without my teammates, I don't have a performance like that.
Yeah. Austin, you hit 3 of 5 from the 3. That's kind of your game. You've been struggling a little bit at times. Talk about kind of your focus coming into this term.
I feel like I'm starting to find like a stride with this team, and I think my teammates are starting to find me a lot more, and they have confidence in me to knock it down, and so I try to hit it whenever I get a chance, but they did a good job getting in the lane and kicking it out, and I just try to find the open spot.
Austin, you got the start today. Just talk about the confidence that Coach Rose had in you to put you in the starting lineup today, and how that helped your game today.
Oh yeah, it means a lot for him to have that confidence in me. He told me today that I was starting, but either way, I'm just trying to be ready when I get a chance. So.
Coach, obviously a big game tomorrow. Just, matchup, I'm sure your guys wanted after what happened last week. Just talk about looking forward to this next 24 hours before facing West Texas.
Yeah, want to join the locker room a little bit. I told those guys we need to get rest and sleep. That can be hard to do coming off winning the game, especially guys that weren't here last year that maybe haven't won an NCAA tournament game. But we got to get back to the hotel. They need to find a way to sleep and tell everyone they love them, and then put their phones down and find a way to sleep. And then we'll prepare tonight. Obviously, it's a common opponent. This will be our 8th matchup in 2 years. With different players on both sides, but their system's the same way. Our system's been very similar to what we've done for 2 years. And we'll wake up first thing in the morning and really start preparing, just little tweaks. And, we got to look at this game and see where, things didn't go well, where we lost guys defensively. And then, like I said, kind of start the press conference, for us to be successful tomorrow, we've got to limit WT's runs. That's first and foremost. And they get them a lot of ways, off turnovers, off bad shots, off just pace and how they want to play. And then that we're in their building, so they'll have a crowd behind it, which to be honest, I like playing with a crowd. I think it helps your guys too, as long as you can keep them somewhat at bay with your play. But, it's just another opportunity. We talked about today, that's what I wrote on the board, opportunity. These don't come around. It's not like this is guaranteed next year or the year after that or whatever. And these seniors, I'm just happy. A bunch of guys last year came on board with me before I won a game. And it's good to, it's rewarding for me to see them have success. Win now 2 NCAA tournament games in 2 years, and try to make a run in the Sweet 16.
What else?
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to our band and cheer and our administration, softball team. Really, in an empty gym, I thought we had unbelievable support all the way out here in Canyon, and I appreciate those guys, and looking forward to competing tomorrow for everyone at home that couldn't be here.
Shout out to Carson Sutter for making that big shot.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.